who I'd like to see enter play. Create that treasure token. Simba, settle down. No fighting with the other cats. We got a cat fight on our hand, you guys. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Simba's going to join me for the deck tech portion of today's video, so I hope you're ready. He's really excited to get things rolling. And today we have a top 20 Dimir control deck. Just tearing it up through the Mythic rank, which is really, really good to see. I think we only lost one match today. We're going to break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies, then we'll showcase everything in the gameplay footage today for you guys, so you get a deeper understanding exactly how everything will function together as a whole. And of course, wrapping up with my final thoughts, potential deck upgrades and changes and channel news. So thank you so much for your time and attention. I appreciate each and every one of you. Support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, because at 35,000 subs, only 2,000 subscribers away, I'll be giving away a complete rare D&D playset. If you want to jump in on that, visit the Discord and someone will help you out. Of course, the Linktree link will lead you into the Discord. You can also become a Patreon, a YouTube member. There's lots of other cool links there as well. My Spotify, tournaments that are free, catch prizes, ton of stuff. So with that being said, let's get into the deck and see what's cooking. All right, so Dimir Control version 2 in standard 2022 is a 3.3 average mana value deck with 31 non-creatures and 5 creatures. 24 land in the deck to support the above average curve, and we do have a lot of treasures in deck as well to help us ramp past that curve so we don't get stuck on mana. Shambling Ghast does this, creating a treasure for us. That's very, very good. And, basically just relying on that to get into our heavier paced cards. And there is a ton of removal in the deck. It's a control deck, obviously. So you should have no problem just, spending the extra turn. Instead of hyper ramping, just, remove the field next turn, right? So an anti-aggro deck for sure. But we are holding up really, really, really well against the other control decks, which is, a positive sign as well. Of course, we've got our girl Lolth Spider Queen in here for 5. Basically, what the deck is revolving around as a win condition. 4 loyalty. Whenever a creature dies, put a loyalty counter on it. 0, draw a card, lose 1 life. -3, create 2 2-in-1 black spider creature tokens with menace and reach, and -8, you get an envelope with whenever an opponent is dealt combat damage by one of your creatures or more. If that player lost less than 8 life, they'll lose life equal to the difference as well, which is pretty cool, right? Not that that's a big thing within the deck. We are just flooding it with the spiders, slowing down all of the aggro decks that are there. Of course, replaying her from the grave with Blood on the Snow for 6. Choose one. Destroy all creatures, destroy all planeswalkers, and then return a creature or planeswalker card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is equal to the amount of snow spent to cast this spell, right? Plenty of snow land in the deck with the Faceless Haven as the creature land. We also have Hall of the Storm Giants as a creature land as well. 7/7 with Ward 3, which cannot be ignored and wins a lot of games. With that being said, our only other win con is Iymrith Desert Doom for 5, a 5/5 with flying, Ward 4 as long as it's untapped, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. If you have fewer than 3, draw cards equal to the difference. So, up to 3 cards on an empty hand, which is really, really cool. Blood on the Snow is a nice field wipe, but we also have Shadow's Verdict, which dominates the Orzhov control deck right now with all of the, the Eye Twitch, the Merchant, the Shambling Ghast, the Professor. There's so much creature learn that Shadow's Verdict just scoops it all out of their graveyard for you, which is really great. So, of course, exiling from the grave and from the field all creatures and planeswalkers with mana value 3 or less. Single target exile with Baleful Mastery for 4. We can pay 2, but if we do, they draw to exile creature or planeswalker. And then non-targeted removal with Soul Shatter. They're sacrificing the highest mana value creature or planeswalker they have. Counterspell, saw it coming for 3. Foretell for 2, counter any spell, which is great. And Divide by 0 for 3. Learn, which is amazing, and return target permanent with mana value 1 or less to its owner's hand. Basically acting as a halfway spell. It's great just for offsetting the tempo a little bit and getting you into that sideboard. Jwari Disruption, counter unless they pay 1, plus the rune, so, a little bit of added land to the deck, plus, added protection through the counter magic. Flunk, 4 copies of this. Nice removal, -X, where X is 7 minus the number of cards in their hand. The late game value in this card is humongous. And of course, we already mentioned the ghast. Create the treasure, -1 on another creature when it dies. So, you know, that's the list. Not much going on that is unexpected. The sideboard is Environmental Sciences for the ramp and life game, Teaching for the draw, Fumes for removal, and Mascot Exhibition to smash down. And again, this is a standard 2022 deck that's performing incredibly well, taking us, I think, from like 30 to 19 or 14, something like this, which is really, really good. And, you know, I'm liking the feeling of control right now. I've been playing aggro for the last couple days, and, you know, it can be frustrating as an aggro deck when you go into a control matchup and it's like, oh man, here comes Shadow's Verdict, I can't handle it. And it just is so rewarding to be on the other side of that match, right? So that's the deck. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, comment if you want. If you have any questions, we'll try to get to you. Support the channel through the link tree or just join the community. There's lots of goodies in there to check out. Give it a Google, or it's in the description below. And yeah, we'll break down today's gameplay footage and then come again to wrap up with our final thoughts and deck review. Enjoy. Our opponent plays first. We have good looking land. We are being welcomed. Let's send out the love. Oh no. If they're a control deck, that's sad for us, right? I really want to play against aggro decks today. I've released a couple aggro decks in a row. So I was hoping it would pay off. Not an immediate mirror match. Well, shoot. Let's threaten a counterspell, even though we don't have it, with the 2 islands. Looking for a planeswalker. I was all scared that we ranked up against, I was like, oh my god, we're playing a ranked Mythic player? No, that's going to be terrible. I'm ranked 20. What are you thinking, HGG? And, you're getting exiled. You're not coming back with blood on the snow. You just get out of town right now. I think we can take the damage. I'd rather hold up a counterspell here. Like, what if it's on Alrund's Epiphany? Let me counter that. Or we let it through, counter their next turn. We could double Flunk. And still have 2 mana. They have the Hall of Big Daddy Giant, too. Let it through. Down to 12. Oh. Well, this can kill both of them. Pass our turn. I know, Maya. Put you on the screen. Yeah. So you chose me as your pet. Use me as a pet. Made a pretty cool post where I put Miss Maya in the pet select section of the Arena user interface. It's like, what's your favorite pet? I mean, okay. Let's just minus that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then they sack it for the draw. Makes sense. You know, they're down to 4 mana here. I guess I'll just flunk it. If they had a draw, they could get around it. I mean, they do, but should we counter this? Probably not. I mean, they already have so many cards, right? 4 available mana. Take our turn. Well, that's alright. We'll pass. He's getting those laps in. Can't stop, won't stop. This is brutal. When they copy their next spell and we counter it, we can only counter one of the copies. So they're still gonna get an Alrund's Epiphany on us, regardless. You know what I mean? What if we counter it before Teach resolves, and then it's off the stack? No. Because it still targeted it. Even though the new target didn't go on the stack yet, it still was able, because it's the next spell cast, right? Even though we removed it from the stack, because they copied it, you know, those copies are basically, you know, counter protection. It's crazy. This is not good, man. Yeah. And then they're gonna hit us probably with another one. You know, these things come in pairs. I mean, it happens. Down to 10. You asked for it, bro. And obviously then they just hit us with the land as well. So we can pass our turn. And then the whole of the big boy giants is coming over to beat us up. And oh my lord. There's no getting away from that. It doesn't happen every game, right? You know, you're not going to see 3 all runs in a row. But every now and again, you just see something absolutely amazing. Not only was it was basically 4 all runs because they copied one, right? Oh my god. Our opponent plays first, and this is literally a rematch. I hate when that happens. I just hate when that happens. It is what it is, though. Maybe we'll get a good draw. They're on the play both times as well, which feels pretty bad. Like, not only is it an unfavorable rematch, but they're on the play both times. Thanks, Arena. No, I mean, I don't care. It is what it is. Like, doesn't matter to me, bruh. We'll make that treasure. Jwari Disruption is up regardless if we wanted. I kind of doubt that we do. Maya, what are you doing there? You gonna entertain us during this terrible, terrible time we're having? Woohoo! Jumped right through it. And back the other way. Oh my gosh. Searching. For what? I don't think so, man. I don't think you're searching for anything. I'm not in a rush for land. Maya's in far more of a rush than me, it would seem. Right? Let's get that hit in. Ortel saw it coming. So we can't cast it anyways, right? We have 2 Baleful Masteries, so we can take care of the land. We have a counter spell. But it's like if they're doubling down on all run again, that's where we get screwed, right? Because we can't counter it. Okay. Just gonna immediately make them sack it before the treasure comes out. And then there's no draw in it for them. We'll get you eventually. Might take a little bit. Might take just a little bit longer than we'd like it to. And that's the thing, right? Like, we're great against aggro decks. Mid-range decks, we do the dirty as well. But other control decks, it's like, I hope I find my win con first. Again, they don't get to draw anything. We still have counter magic up, but they're tapped. Faceless Haven saves the day. Let's pass our turn. Don't you dare all runs me. Okay. Do we counter this? But we don't have anything, so it's like... We really need to save that counter, I feel like. The Giants is good. So we lose our creature. Do they have a counter spell? Well, we can counter their counter. Not the worst. I really want to save this counter spell, you know what I mean? If they just have a bear all run, I have to counter it. They could counter our counter. No, we're good. I guarantee you these are all runs. Holy land, Batman. Four, and it has ward 3 for 7, which we have. They could have a counterspell. I think they do. No, they just foretell. So that's nice. That's really good. Good stuff. Good stuff. I wish we had our land. I guess I should have played that after this in case it was a Faceless Haven. How are we only drawing lands? Welcome to my life! And our turn. You know, we're still on really thin ice. That's all it takes to take care of Lolth. And are they going to string these together? Yup. Oh my god. They're going to take a double turn here. A double turn. Double turn. Oh, they don't have enough mana for it. They need one more land. They need one more land. Do they get it here?
At least there is blood on
Specific. Oh no, they. Yeah, no. If it's a blue land, because all run's only one blue, right? Oh no. Yeah, it's two, so they don't have. Holy! How does this person get so many all runs? I get that they tutored one, but like, wow. Do they have another here? I will lose my mind. What are they teaching for black mana? Oh, just removal? Sure. I mean, hit for 7 is not great. But they have no counter magic, and I have a lovely Planeswalker in my graveyard. Who I'd like to see enter play. Create that treasure token. Simba, settle down. No fighting with the other cats.
Aren't I generous?
We got a cat fight on our hand, you guys. Who gets to sit in the window ledge? Simba or Miss Maya? Miss Maya's bullying her way up. Simba's like, I'm not standing down. Do we flunk this? Probably not. I'd rather flunk an all runs, like something that's more annoying.
What I demand.
They just replay it, which is annoying. Whatever. I'm gonna take our lovely exhibition. Yeah, sharing the space. Well, it actually worked out, but now we have a third challenger approaching. Nala's like, what are you guys all up in this window for? Is it open or what's going on? Okay, so we're gonna plus first. Actually, cancel. Should we attack? We have menace. So it doesn't matter. It's not gonna die. Plus first. Counterspell's great. Play the land. We still have 3 for the counterspell, so that's great. Attack for 2. Exhibition. Nice blockers. And we're holding up, saw it coming. I think we got revenge. We got revenge all round. Ha ha ha. Such a good card. I think the only reason we won is because we were able to take care of their land, right? Which was great for us.
Good minions are loyal.
And I believe we just have lethal, right? Little bounce-a-ronies here. Another mascot. We slam in. Good game. It's nice to get revenge after that first loss. GG. Going first, pretty cool. Can't complain. Also with a turn 1 Ghast. Lolth in hand. Definitely no complaining. I think Nala won. She is still in the window. Miss Maya is in her bed, staring her down, and Simba took off. Nolly can be a bit of a bully. She's a big girl. I don't know how much time you guys have had with her yet, though. She's, she really just hangs out by herself a lot of the time. Mono green, hey? Well, isn't this gonna be fun? Shambler, not the greatest. There we go. Should we just take it now? Think, almost, right? Like, let's see what they do here. The Snakeskin Veil doesn't protect them. I mean, looking for more removal. Shadow's Verdict off the top would be ideal. You know, I'd love to kill something. They can't tap the Shambler unless they're putting counters on it. I'll probably just make the treasure and Lolth, though. 1 Blizzard Brawl, please! No way, they're asking for 2. It's like Dennis and Frank when they're on that flight, that drinking competition. 2 beers, please. Or that might even been Charlie. Well, if you want to be lugging beers back and forth the whole flight. Oh, my brain is broken. So here comes the Blizzard Brawliones. Really? So why would they do this? I mean, the indestructible doesn't protect it from my minus. I mean, they can Shambler up to protect it, but let's force them to use another spell. right? Use that beloved snakeskin veil. You know, that inscription of abundance that you have. Yeah. Before their attack phase is annoying. Don't get me wrong. But then we limit their pack tactics before the attack, right? They lose the pack leader, and then they lose pack tactics, and they lose the draw. We still get hit for 4, though. That's relatively unpleasant. We have a counterspell. Hit for 3 is not great. If they don't play a creature, you know, we'll take the Swarm Shambler. Just counter it. And this is going to be the awkward transfer of power. We're going to make it through.
My power is for annihilation.
We almost need some more creatures or blood on the snow, which wouldn't bring it back quite yet. So this should kill the Shambler. Good news. We go up to 3 here. Just kind of slowing the game down.
Will cannot be denied. And I, the generous one.
Another Mammoth. Hot dog. Now we're talking. Both creatures gone. We get their graveyard. And we get the good game. That was a pretty cool top deck. I like that. Shadow's Verdict. Wiping out their few final creatures there. Decent. Only up 2 ranks, though. Sad. It is what it is. Couldn't have it any other way. Alright, so the same gentleman. Rhino Skay. It's like not spelled Rhino, though. You know what I mean? There's no H. Rhino Sky. Rhino's K? I do not know, but regardless, really good games today, my friend. And you've been on the play every single time we've matched. Simba, do not touch my spacebar. I'm going to keep the hand, and hopefully, you know, we can divide by 0, grab environmental sciences at the very least. What are you doing, mister? Hanging out, being a cat! Cat! Landon tapped. No spacebar. He like goes over the keyboard, just barely stepping over the spacebar each time. So we're chilling. We need more snow. We need more snow. We need more swamp too, but we'll get that with Divide by 0 and the sciences. Simba, keep your feet off the power button. He also goes on my computer because the fans are always pushing the air up. And, you know, it's absolutely brutal. So we'll do it on the end step unless they play something else. Right, and they're free to counter this. Like, if that's a counter spell, go ahead. Maybe. I think it is. Or a draw spell. Oh, so mine fizzles. Good for them. They get to learn. They get their creature back. Mine totally fizzled out. Really good for them. Tapped land in. So, you know, worst case, we have the dragon. Their gas goes out. Spider Queen is a go. Lolth in the house. And she should survive a little bit here, I think. I mean, they're at 6. They can double turn, and then she's not surviving, I guess, so much. Another teaching. Just digging. Dig, dig, dig. We have Blood on the Snow. We're going to want Shadow's Verdict as well, maybe. Alrund's Epiphany is such a good card. So they're going to kill one and minus on the other. That's fine.
Aren't I generous? I will get what I want.
Let's just take the draw. The draw's good. Oh my gosh.
My children.
We'll put something in the grave for Blood on the Snow to snag. It just comes back to our hand. They have 6. There's 7. Here's the Mascot. I'm fine with it. Take the draw.
My hatred lives.
Play the creature, I think. And then sciences, you know, whatever. Maybe some islands next. We've got plenty of swamps. So, do they double turn here and we regret it? We're still at 20 life. And as long as they don't chain them together, that's the real problem. Maybe it's a Flunk,
Traitors.
and they can still pay the ward. But we have 6, so yeah, Flunk would hit it. Nice card. Such a good card. Such a good card. Alrund's Epiphany is amazing. I don't mind the elixir. 2 cards in hand. We have 20 life. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4 snow lands only. Shoot. So that's a... But I don't want to blow the Shadow's Verdict if they have a counter. You know what I mean? Screw it. Go for it. Yeah. Shadow's Verdict is so good right now. They do have their giant land, which can hit us for 7. I'm being greedy with the attack. I don't want to defend, though, and just die. They kick it and pay the ward ability, gaining their life. Lolth out. Minus for the creatures.
We will slay our enemies.
We're going to take that dragon back if we need to. Okay.
Subservience will be rewarded.
I'm gonna hit him in the choppers so they don't get the draw off the elixir. And then the draw is good too, right?
My children will take care of you.
I guess they can kill our Spider Queen. They don't. They're keeping the land to defend themselves. What if we -3? -3 again, right? Right? That'll be all right. Charizard James, thank you so much. Just filming a quick YouTube video. Give me a moment. We're going to Spider Town. Do they have a wipe? End our turn. We do have enough removal on their lands if they have no cards in hand, right? Because it's 7/7, which is unlikely, but hey, we're going to try. And we have plenty of menace. That's going to be really good. What you doing, Willis? They have 5 mana tapped. It's a Shadow's Verdict. Okay, they're going to Blood Chief our Walker.
I am merely delayed.
Respectable. They have 6 mana up. I don't know what went wrong. I'll just send love. It's okay, bro. We still love you. They gain some life. The mana is not enough for this. So I think we're really close to lethal here. Right, we're hitting for 8, and 7 is 15. They've gained a lot of life with this elixir, but this is going to help us catch up. And our turn. You know, we could have dumped in, but I think it's better just to use that. Well, that's not good. They don't have anything to bring back, though, which is great for us. And we have lethal next turn through the land, right? Good game. No, I couldn't get there in time. We've been playing each other a ton. I think it's a really nice deck that they're using, and not the most favorable matchup for us, but we're doing all right, which is really cool. All right, Dimir Control, Volume 2, Version 2, whatever you want to call it. 60 cards, standard, 2022, performing very, very well, you know, keeping me within the top 20 Mythic. That's, you know, more than I deserve. You guys have seen my gameplay footage, right? So we're doing well. You know, playing 2 new decks a day is not easy, but definitely making the most out of it this season. Qualified as well for next season, or next weekend, I should say, which is pretty cool. So what did you guys think of the deck? Is there anything that you'd love to see changed within it? Should we fine tune it in other ways, or is this like the bee's knees? Because as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty good. It's performing well. So I would love to know what all of you think. Let me know in the comments below. Of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out that Linktree link, whether you want to join the Discord, support the channel, check out my tunes. There's lots of cool things in there. More importantly than everything today, have a magical day, and we'll see you soon in the next.